Welcome back to That Handicapping Show, now presented by Equibase. I'm here with Tom Lamara and Ellis Starr. And Tom, with Ellis on the show, we get yet another opinion as far as who we think is going to win the $500,000 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes here at Keeneland.
Yes, and we are glad to have you, Ellis.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the input that you will be providing for the fans and for us as we handicap these races together. And it should be an excellent race. So I'll turn it over to you guys and let you run through the field and your picks.
For sure. Well, the QE2 drew a nice field of 9 for 1 1/8 on the turf course here at Keeneland, and we have a filly coming in who will be the favorite, and that is, how do you pronounce her name?
No.
Centerio
Italia.
There we go. Centerio Italia. She has won 2 in a row, and she also ran well against Lady Eli, and there's a couple of horses in here who have run well against Lady Eli, and one of those I will be picking. But Ellis, what do you think about how the race will shape up?
Well, in the Sands Point, which was run most recently, Centerio Italia won her second greatest stakes in a row, but second in that race was a horse named Blonde Me, who was making her U.S. debut, first start on Lasix for Andrew Balding. And I think the second time in the U.S., I think she can get the job done. She actually closed the last quarter mile the same, about just under 12 seconds as Centerio Italia, but at the top of the stretch, she was 3 lengths behind. So I think they kind of figured out where they need to be. I think they'll be in a better spot to start. If she runs as fast from closer up, she might be able to post a mild upset here.
And Tom, you're also looking at Blonde Me.
Yes, I am, for all the reasons explained by Ellis, but the other thing about Blonde Me is she did ship here early. She's had a workout on the turf here at Keeneland. I wouldn't worry about the time. The important thing is she was on the Keeneland turf for a 5 furlong work, and I think she will be well positioned in this race. I don't think she'll be overlooked, Ellis, but I think the price will be fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, one horse that you mentioned, the first-time Lasix angle with Blonde Me, and one horse that I am actually going to choose as my top pick was the 3rd place finisher in the Sands Point, and that's Miss Temple City. And speaking of Lady Eli, she ran second to Lady Eli here in the Appellation. I do like the first-time Lasix angle with her for trainer Graham Motion, and I'm going to pick her on top. And then, Ellis, before the show, we were talking about a filly who shipped in from California, and that's Her Eminency.
Yes.
She's the runner-up from the Del Mar Oaks, and you seem to have a liking for her as well.
Right. Well, after Blonde Me and Centerio Italia, my top 2 picks, I think those are 2 most likely to win the race. But I certainly would look at Her Eminency as well as Feathered, 2 fillies that have done very little wrong. Her Eminency got a career best 114 Equibase speed figure when she was second in Del Mar Oaks. She made the lead in that race, and then she got passed late by Charlotte Ray. And to put that in perspective, Centerio Italia earned 116 and 111 figures. So she's right in the ballpark with that. And if she takes a little step forward, certainly she can run well. And Feathered, tremendous year this year, 4 first or second place races in a row, a 112 figure in the American Oaks when she was second to Spanish Queen, and for the first time last time out, she came from off the pace. She had shown only a need to lead style, and I really like the fact that Javier Castellano got her to relax, and she closed, and that could be good here because she could be in a great spot again, coming on strongly for a big piece.
All right, and Tom, as far as picks underneath, who are you thinking?
Nothing much different here. I do like Miss Temple City. I think she will improve here. And Centerio Italia, I think you have to use her, especially in the horizontal bets, the pick 3s and the pick 4s and stuff like that. You know, I think she will be a fairly short price in this race, and she should be. But my top 3 are Blonde Me, Miss Temple City, and Centerio Italia.
All right, Miss Temple City, Her Eminency, and Centerio Italia for me.
And Blonde Me and Centerio Italia, and kind of a tie between Her Eminency and Feathered for me.
All right, well, Her Eminency, an interesting story with that filly. She actually got pretty sick, trainer Michael Stidham said. She was pointing for the Breeders' Cup when she was younger, and she got a really bad case of colitis, and they had to take her to the clinic and all of that stuff. You know, that's something that horses don't often recover from. So Stidham was saying just remarkable that she has recovered and come back to race again this year. So a little bit of a feel-good story with her that she actually got better from being sick, and she'll race here on Saturday. And it's kind of a quiet weekend this Saturday. We're just, you know, saving our steam for the Breeders' Cup, but we'll have coverage for you at bloodhorse.com. And as always, we want to thank Equibase for the PPs and for sponsoring the show. And thank you for watching That Handicapping Show.